Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this video I'm going to take a look at the best decks to climb to Legend in Hearthstone Ashes of Outland. The Demon Hunter nerfs were very quick to come just 2 days into the new expansion, and now we have had a few days after that, so the meta has stabilized a little bit and we have enough statistics to look into which decks are actually performing well. For this edition of Best Decks to Climb to Legend, I've only been able to come up with 4 decks that I can recommend. There are more decks of course that you can play to climb to Legend. There are things like Highlander Hunter, Highlander Mage, even Dragon Hunter, that have a positive win rate in the climbing ranks. And then there are some newcomers like Discard Zoo and even the new Totem Shaman that are showing some promise, but the sample sizes are not large enough yet so that I could confidently say that they are good. But 4 decks. There are 4 decks that have big enough of a sample size and good enough of performance to say that these are clearly a notch above everything else. And coming in at number 4 is Spell Druid. Spell Druid is strong against Galakrond Warlock, which is the main counter to Demon Hunter. It's okay-ish against Demon Hunter itself, and its main weakness is Resurrect Priest, which doesn't see a ton of play, so Spell Druid seems like a pretty good option to climb to Legend with. Also, Spell Druid is one of the most simple decks in the entire game to play. So if you want to climb to Legend but you don't want to pay too much attention to what's happening in the game, then this is the perfect choice for you. The most important decision to make is the mulligan, so just look at your screen in the mulligan phase and the rest almost plays itself. Remember the mulligan for Fungal Fortunes, Overgrowth, Glowfly Swarm and Kael'thas Sunstrider, and you're all good to go with this fun and interactive deck. So this turned out to also be a Spell Druid guide, so that's a Spell Druid guide video for you. Coming in at number 3 is Resurrect Priest. This is the true 200 IQ choice to climb to Legend with, because Demon Hunter is the tyrant. There are people who try to counter Demon Hunter, they play Galakrond Warlock. Then there are people who want to be okay against Demon Hunter and maybe counter the Galakrond Warlock a little, they play Spell Druid. But you will want to bore the people who try to save the world to death by countering Galakrond Warlock and Spell Druid and succumbing to Demon Hunter yourself. Although the matchup isn't that terrible, you can still win those games too, it's just unfavored. So if you're not just happy climbing into Legend and winning, but you also want to prevent people from saving the world from Demon Hunters, and you want to make them lose their will to live, choose Priest. Coming in at number 2 is Galakrond Warlock. This is the choice of all the people who want to save the world, because this is the single best counter against Demon Hunter. There's a lot of defensive tools in this deck, there's a lot of board clears in this deck, there are 2 sacrificial pacts in this deck that eat demons for free and also heal the Warlock. Alas, while you're trying to save the world, evil Spell Druids and Resurrect Priests are there to target you, so everything lies in perfect balance, as it should be. And if you don't want to bother with all of this which deck counters which deck nonsense, then just play Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter is still good. The nerfs did hit the class a lot. The class was boasting just ridiculous win rates before the nerfs. We're talking about 70-75% across the board, just about like destroying everything. And after the nerfs there is one actually really strong counter, which is the Galakrond Warlock, and then there are matchups that are more or less even, so you don't actually just win everything anymore. But you don't have to think too much about what other people are doing, because you're playing Demon Hunter and you're playing an aggressive version of it, because the slower versions really went out of favor with the nerfs. So people just made Demon Hunter even faster so that they wouldn't have to bother. And then you just hit face a lot, flood the board a lot, draw tons of cards, go with some really crazy Altruist Outcast turns that wipe entire boards and kill people. You actually have to pay attention to the game when you're playing Demon Hunter though, because there's the Outcast mechanic, so you have to manage your hand, which card is the leftmost, rightmost, those affect your decisions, then going for those big Altruist turns. There's a lot of hand management playing Demon Hunter, but when piloted properly, it is insanely powerful. We'll see if the up-and-coming challengers like Discard Zoo and Totem Shaman actually can become a thing, or if there will be more balance changes that would change the meta. But right now, in Ashes of Outland, these are the 4 best decks you can choose to play to Legend. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.